Close to half of the existing 1.9 million IDPs have found refuge in the high altitude areas here in Kurdistan and in the internal disputed areas. And they are particularly vulnerable, as we know temperatures drop to +5, can even be below. And this is also the wet season. We are working with the Kurdish authorities and with the national government to provide shelter for many of those IDPs, but we have enormous gaps in shelter as well. Many people live with other families, which is good, but many are alone and need support. 800,000 people in urgent need of shelter assistance. We know that all of these IDPs fled with very little on their, except the clothes on their back. So they need basic food items, and when we talk about winter, we're talking about mats for the floor, carpets for the floor, we're talking about clothing. 450,000 IDPs need clothing that's suitable for winter. Half of these are children, so the needs are very basic and very urgent. They need basic heating, fuel stoves, cooking stoves. Shoes are a big issue. Health needs change in the cold season. And of course, people need food to eat and generate their own body heat. The UN, the humanitarian community, and the Kurdistan government and national government have been putting a lot of resources and time into this issue since August, September this year, and the issue is ongoing. The point rather is that we have a resource gap that constrains us from doing more. We have put in place a very good, strong plan here in Kurdistan of what the actual needs are for the next 2 weeks to complete the work we need to do. It's called an immediate response plan. And this is where we've identified gaps of some $172 million to complete this exercise. So we are very aware that we need to look at new ways to look at for funding. And engagement with the private sector would be one way forward. I think the engagement with your neighbouring countries in the Middle East is a really good strategy. We did get funding from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So I think we have to continue this advocacy and keep Iraq high in the profile.